so I'm gonna start with some olive oil. If you turn our burner on. So we're gonna make chicken enchilada soup. You so have to keep your leftover chicken.
Yes, you do.
Now that's a smoked chicken. You can tell part of that looks pink. That's not because it's not done. That's the process of smoking.
Right.
All right, so what we're gonna do, Mrs. Farmer, if you'll take that onion.
Okay.
And I think we're gonna use a whole onion.
Can I use my chopper?
You can use your chopper.
All right.
And I'll use my ulu knife and I'll cut up some peppers. Use a little red and a little green for color. And we're gonna take some pieces of beautiful bell pepper.
Can I chop away?
You can.
I beat you.
I'll tell you what, I think we got enough temperature. It looks a little wavy in there. Let's see what happens, see if we get sizzle. Yes. So you can dump those onions if you want.
All right, you want all of them?
Yeah, this is soup.
All right.
You gotta have lots of onions in your soup. I'll tell you what, if you'll go ahead and get me about 3 cloves of garlic ready, there's nothing that smells quite like that.
No,
it's
that's
a wonderful,
delicious.
wonderful smell. But meanwhile, if we'll take our garlic press, and I'm gonna make you a little side place here. Let me put a little more.
I got it pretty low.
You don't want to get this too hot, and you don't ever want to get your garlic too hot.
That smells so good.
Garlic's good for you.
That's right.
Onion's good for you. So now, I didn't measure anything, so we're gonna kind of guess here. You don't have to be exact on any of this, but obviously you want some black beans in there.
That's
and
right.
We had some leftover black beans. We also have tomatoes. Those are just diced tomatoes. We have corn, 10 to 12 ounces of each,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
So that is where I want it. Beans, tomatoes, corn.
How pretty. That's beautiful.
That is beautiful. Now we're going to come in with some stock, some chicken stock, and we're going to probably put 3 cups. Now, being that our chicken is already cooked, and being that our beans are already cooked, our corn is already frozen,
We get to eat quick.
it's not going to take terribly long.
I like that.
Now, this would be a great dish for the crock pot if
yeah.
your chicken wasn't done. If you could cut me up those pieces of chicken
Okay.
and just little bite-sized pieces,
I'll do it.
soup-sized pieces, I guess you could say. And we're not going to bring that up to a crazy boil, but a low boil. Now, remember our enchilada sauce we talked about? Here's what's going to give
right.
this its taste.
Homemade.
Homemade. Oh. And I'm probably going to go 10 ounces on that. Oh, there's the smell we're looking for.
This is that kind of soup that as it sits every day,
Oh,
it tastes a little better.
It does.
It gets better and better, I think, if there's any left.
Now, the thing is, as we go along, we can taste and see what we need. You know, it's easy to put something in, it's hard to take it out. So you
That's
don't
right.
want to go crazy on anything.
How these pieces look.
Those are looking good. You know, the thing about chicken is we like the thighs.
Yes, we do.
We love the thighs. So the breast meat's what's always left over.
We had breast meats in this.
So what do we have? Two small breasts?
Yeah, and I had a part of a thigh was left.
Part of a thigh,
Yeah,
okay. And we love the back meat.
that's right.
So that's probably a cup and a half, 2
Oh, at
cups.
least. I bet it's 2 cups.
Maybe
That's a
2 cups.
lot of chicken.
Oh,
Yum.
look at that, look at that, look at that.
Ooh.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this all mixed up and see where it's at taste-wise. Your really standout flavors in this are cumin. It's my favorite. And that was in the enchilada sauce.
That's right.
So that's gonna flavor that to some degree, but you need to taste the salt and the black pepper. Maybe some more chili powder. It depends on what we
How you
got
like
going
it?
on here. When this comes to a little rolling boil, I'm gonna taste it and see where we're at. And then we'll add accordingly. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more chicken broth in there because this is pretty thick, and when I add the cheese, it's really gonna thicken up. Then we're gonna use just a little bit of bouillon, chicken bouillon cube form, or you can actually buy some of it that's some base.
That's yummy.
And there's some Mexican ones on the market that just really give it a wonderful flavor. And we're gonna put some cumin in, a little more. Maybe just a little more chili powder.
Delicious.
All right, now I don't want that to get too crazy on me because we've got that already cooked chicken in there. I don't want it to fall apart to nothing. So we're gonna let that cook for a little while. Now if Raul was here, you know what he would do?
Sugar.
He would sneak in his pocket of his apron and he would put just a little bit. Anytime that he put something salty in, he would come back with a little sugar.
I think that's a very good idea. I like that idea.
Ooh, that's getting close right there. So we're gonna let that cook on low. Just gonna let that go for a while. So now our soup, which we have tested and tried, and it's right where it needs to be, the right amount of heat. Not too much for Mrs. Farmer.
That's right.
If you wanted more, you could add your own cayenne or some
You can do
hot
that.
sauce.
You can do that.
Okay, let's put that cheese in there.
Right?
One piece at a time. And let that get all gooey and melty in there. Again, don't forget to set your cream cheese out at your room temperature. Beautiful.
Good.
Now that's going to start to thicken up and get beautiful. And while we're doing this, if you will, take your cheese grater.
Okay.
And we've got some pepper jack cheese. All right, now this is going to give it a little more heat. All right, now let's get that cheddar in there. And we're going to save a little bit of cheese for the end.
And the tacos too.
Oh. Now look how that's thickening up.
Nice.
Now I'm going to use most of that cheddar. Now you want to use a block of cheese as opposed to the pre-grated stuff.
Do you want all of this?
Yep, every bit of it. I know you do.
I know I like it.
Now you can put as much cheese as you want in there. And you saw how much that was. I would say probably what, half a cup?
Oh yeah.
So we got cream cheese, cheddar cheese, and some pepper jack. Now look what we've got. Look at the color here.
Looks good.
Now if you will, take me some cilantro, strip the leaves off, and really chop that up for me. Look at the soup. Look at the color.
I know. I can't wait.
You know it's right. When it's that color, you see the beans, you see the corn,
yummy.
you see all the wonderful flavors in it. And watch what happens right here. Go ahead.
Can I try the soup?
Yep. She loves.
Oh, that's good.
food. Now,
That's
see,
good for dipping.
Oh yeah, now that's even
Oh,
like
for the
that's
chips.
why I got these chips out. So even if you wanted a little
I like that
little
idea.
bread,
So it's a dipping almost. It's such a good soup.
my.